Are you afraid of being in a committed long-term relationship? Then this episode of Love Bites is for you. Hi there, meet my husband Dr. Girish Kumar, the founder and chief healing officer at Human Connect.
Love you all. This is my wife Jyotsna.
And in today's episode, we are going to talk about how can you overcome the fear of being in a committed long-term relationship. So Girish, I have noticed a lot of my friends, even in their 30s and 40s, they are afraid of getting married. So how do they overcome that fear, that mindset, and actually get into a committed relationship?
So first of all, let us see. They have nothing to do with marriage. Okay, for them, it is how they are connecting to marriage. It is so.
Okay.
First, they let us see what is the layer behind why they don't want to commit in a relationship. So first step, as for now I am in this field for so many years, I had seen people when they're coming here, first thing they are talking about responsibility. They are not able to take a responsibility in their life, and they fear that if one more person coming into their life, whether they will be so committed to that relationship and they are not able to take that responsibility for the marriage.
Right.
This is the first point. I
like a
feel
fear,
that
right?
it's a fear that once they take responsibility for themselves, I think this fear they can break it.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because I feel when you get married, the fear of responsibility is that, oh, now I have to run the household, I'll have to pay the electricity bill on time, I have to cook. So all these things are looked upon as burden, and that's what people look at as responsibility. But I feel personally, if we improve our daily routines and take good care of ourselves, adding the other person will not be that big a burden, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Second thing, I had seen that people when they come to me, they say that when parents want them to get married, they feel that their freedom. Once after the responsibility they take, they think that the freedom is gone away.
Yeah.
Actually, it is not like that. It's by freedom. It's not the opposite of commitment. So when we commit ourselves, the freedom will be the byproduct of your commitments. So I see that personally in my marriage. When I married you, I thought that that is a real freedom, and that freedom I am enjoying till now. That I am able to talk to you anything and whatever I want, I am able to connect with you very deeply. So it's because of the freedom which we are developed in this relationship. So second thing is
I think
freedom.
Girish very casually mentioned this statement, but it's something that we need to pay attention to. Freedom is not the opposite of being committed. Actually, freedom is actually a byproduct that you get as a result of being committed.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Because when you're committed and you know that this is the person for the rest of your life,
Yes.
you get freedom in all other areas of your life. Distraction gets cut off.
Correct. It's a very good point. The distraction is the one thing that will come out when you have a real freedom with your spouse.
Yeah. Since you mentioned distraction, people also have this FOMO, right?
What is that form?
FOMO is fear of missing out.
Okay.
So people feel that, oh, if I have to commit to this one person, what if I find someone better a year later? Am I missing out on a better prospect by committing to this one person?
Okay. So this is again it is fundamentally most people have this again is getting the best. It's nothing in the world is the best. It's all about what we connect at this that moment of life. Okay, if I see that if I get something at this moment, I feel that this is the best that I can get at this moment, and I'm so grateful for that. That the best which I have, whether it's my life partner or anything that I'm having. So when people should fundamentally break before going to the marriage, what is the best? Whatever the spouse you have, unless that is any abuse, it's there in that relationship. That person is the most important person, or that person is the best package that you can have in your marriage. So
I think while making choices, most commonly people make choices based on what their mind is saying. They calculate, what's this person's height, how fair are they, or what's their salary, what's their family background. It's it's nice to look at all these things, but the decision should be made from the heart. When you make it from your mind, you get confused because your mind will play tricks and will stop you from committing.
If that is a point, if you are seeing people from the mind, not from heart, I don't think I can get married to you. Clear? It's not the calculation that what you get out of that relationship. It's all about what you can give in that relationship. When I saw you, the only thing was in my heart is that how can I make this relationship beautiful? How can I spend time with you beautifully? So again, people who think that you are calculating, in marriage you cannot be a calculating person. In the marriage, it's all about feeling. How you feel with that person. It's nothing to do with your profession or anything. It's all about the connection. Once the connection is steady, whatever you want, what you need, good money, good relation, all these things is a byproduct of the sincerity and commitment. That's what's why I told. No, when you have responsibility to your life, everything will be added to you.
So true. Now, without the relationship and also later without the kids, I think we both would have played a very small game.
Yes.
Girish would have been in the same company that he was for another 20 years. I would have gone in some other
100%.
direction because we had this, framework, and we were committed to this unit called family. We were able to do so much more.
Correct.
What are some of the other fears, Girish?
Then it is boredom. I say that some people feel that I am in the relationship for more than 8 to 10 years. Nothing new in our relationship, no spice in our relationship, no adventurous in our relationship. When any of the partners feel like this, I think that they should openly talk to each other, understand that to increase the spice in that relationship, to increase adventure in this relationship. For example, if you take me, I am not a person who travel a lot. I like to be in one place and discover that place, and you are the person who travel a lot, and now I am adapting to that energy, and I am also started to enjoy travel with you. Same way watching movie, all these things are it's a spice that you want to add. We should talk to our life partner. It's not to talk about the third person or to your friends to add that spice and adventure into your life. I always feel that first try with your spouse, then if it is not working, then you should communicate to him or communicate to her properly and see that how we can take this, come out of this boredom.
And I also feel our partner is not like a source of entertainment for us, right? You can't expect them to entertain you all the time. We as individuals should take up the responsibility to make our life interesting. And I think that will automatically happen if we are committed to our own growth. Like, for example, if Girish was the exact same person that I met like 17 years ago, obviously today I might be bored, but I am investing my time in growing. Likewise, he's also grown and become a different person. So at every stage of our marriage, we are actually seeing a new partner, and that will automatically eliminate the boredom. So I think we should just be committed to our personal growth and development, and also support our partner in their growth and development, so that together we keep reinventing ourselves and make life interesting.
That's that's where we grow as a couple. So many people think that we are just growing like that. That's a huge commitment, investing time and money into our growth and understanding what best can be for each other. Even for this episode we are doing, it's for our growth first.
Correct.
Then only for people who are watching this video, we are reconfirming what we are doing, and that makes us to take a more responsibility in our life, and that brings us a freedom in our life, and we are also moving from the boredom to make our life even better, even happier, even more things. As she told earlier, the spice and adventurous is getting added into my life, which I was not a person of spice and adventure.
Right. The other biggest fear that I see commonly among people, Girish, is they know all these are the common fears, but beyond this, they see that other marriages are breaking. Other marriages are not as long lasting as they were in the previous generation. So that also scares people, right? Like, oh my God, what if I get cheated?
Okay, this word cheated. Okay, now this is very common from the earlier state, and people are not looked into it. Earlier means if 30-40 years before, if you see that cheating was not only start now, it's been in the past also. People take it for granted. They are not gone into it because they don't want to break the marriage. But now people are very sensitive and they know all this cheat. It starts with lots of fun element into it. After that, after maximum 1 or 2 years, people will find something is not working. Automatically the nature works in a such a way that they will be ending it. All this cheat is happening for, I can add one more thing. It is that some people will say that my husband was so good, how I cheated, or my wife is so good. We will say that why that has happened to that girl. It's all because of the karmic. We are taken so many janmas before this come. The karmic energy of us, it's going to bother us, or the family karma, it will be there. So if you see 2 generations before also, they will have the same thing. That means it's a karmic thing that from the family. So we should break that karmic thing by going to a healer or working on the spirits. All these things can be worked and come out. Or inside what the energy which is stopping you to access the spiritual energy in you. All those things leads to, if they are thinking that the cheat is it's happening. Cheat is not just happening like that. Because no one, when they get married, they don't want to cheat their partner. The truth is that no one want to cheat. Because of certain situation, all these things are happening. And it can be overcome. So many people feel that they want to end the life if the partner is cheating on them. No, please don't do that. It's ending the life is not the solution. Sitting to each other, understand why that cheat is happening, and work on that energy and break that pattern.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Girish, for sharing these inputs. So if you are undergoing any of these fears and you feel that you're not able to overcome this on your own, please remember you're not alone. You can always ask for help. You can reach out to Girish. You can also be a part of our Facebook group called Human Connect Soul Family. So we will leave the link right below this video. Please join our Facebook group, be a part of our live sessions there, and do reach out to Girish and his team if you need any further help.
Love you. Thank you so much for following us so closely. Thank you, Jyotsna.
Thank you, Girish.